guys. Ignore my interesting hair. I straightened the front part of it, just for fun to have it stick out like this. I need to wash it though. And I have a kind of odd setup today, not in my regular room. I'm out in the garage. But my phone's literally balanced on a candle, a mug, and a book. So anyway, I just wanted to do kind of an update, but also talk about something specific. And I assume that most people that watch my videos follow me on Instagram and are actually like my friends from treatment. So y'all probably already know this, but I'm looking at going back to treatment. I have different insurance than I did when I was in treatment the last 3 years, because I was in college, and I had really good insurance through my college, and now I don't. And it's not costing me anything for the insurance, but like it literally doesn't cover anything. So I'm having a hard time finding a place to go, but that's not what I wanted to talk about. It does look like I'll probably be going to a place in Massachusetts, even though I would prefer to go back to Klarman Center at McLean. That was a really good program. And or the Ranch or TK, which are places I've been before, but none of them are covered. So anyway, going back to treatment, that's still all up in the air, but I wanted to talk about treatment. And not anything specific about the treatments I've been in. I think maybe someday I'll make a video kind of outlining what the different programs are like, just for informational value, because I know that before I went to treatment, I didn't know anything about treatment or how it worked, and it was really scary. And even now, like, looking into places I've never been before, like, I just want to know, like, the basic, what goes on, or what, specifically for different places there are. So I will probably make a video like that. But I wanted to talk about something that is kind of hard to admit, but I want to make a video and talk about it because I want to be more accountable, just like in general. And that is that I tend to leave treatment early. So the first time I went to treatment 3 years ago, I didn't mean to leave treatment early, but my insurance cut and I had to go from PHP to IOP. Well, it was more like residential, not PHP. Anyway, but I had to leave kind of early. My therapy wasn't really done. We hadn't really gotten to everything. And I was in pretty good habits as far as eating and meal plan and stuff, and was good, like, weight-wise and medically-wise, so that was okay. And I did stay in recovery for a while. But it was like, it still didn't feel like closure. So that was a little upsetting, and I got through that and whatever. And then I went to treatment last summer, and I just realized that I have wet nail polish on my toes. Crap. I think it's okay. Probably peel off though. I'll have sparkles all over my legs. So yeah, when I went to treatment last summer, I was in and out of different places, kind of like got kicked out, and finally I ended up at Timberline Knolls, or TK. And I really did put in the effort towards the end and did really well. And like, it's not like I signed out AMA. Oh, at one point I tried, but didn't happen. And I did like pretty well and stuff, but even when I left, I still was only like a week or two behavior free, and I wasn't 100% participating in groups. Like, I wasn't really all the way there. And I came back to a toxic relationship that I thankfully ended a few weeks after getting home, but it just kind of, I never really got to the point where I was really doing well like I had been when I went to treatment 3 years ago. So then my relapse, blah, blah, blah. I've been making videos this whole winter about that. But then I went to treatment this time, and twice I wanted to sign out AMA and go home. And the second time I had been doing better, and like my discharge was maybe 2 to 3 weeks away, and I was like, I can't handle this. I want to go home tomorrow. And so I seriously considered doing that and had my parents on board, which is the reason why in the past I haven't signed out, is because like I'm dependent on them, and if they say like you can't come home, then like I'm kind of stuck because I can't buy a plane ticket, or you know, I don't have my own car to drive home. But this time they were like, okay, and my mom was ready to pick me up the next day and everything, and then the treatment team there was really, you know, opposed to that because I had not been doing great. I wasn't going to all my groups. I was compliant as far as meal plan, but I still was having some self-harm and purging behaviors. And I had one pass and totally messed that up. That's a whole nother story. So anyway, I wasn't doing great. So they were like, you're really not ready to go home. And my therapist at home was like, you're not ready to go home, especially if the treatment team there doesn't think you're ready to go home. So I BS'd my way home. I said, okay, I'll stay one more week. I'll be 100% compliant for this week. And if I do that, will you like discharge me regularly so I don't have to sign out AMA? Because my therapist at home, like my treatment team at home, said they wouldn't absolutely not see me if I signed out AMA. So they were like, okay. So I did that. And so I came home. And I said I was gonna maybe do IOP, but never followed through with it. And then my insurance changed, and I kind of didn't have insurance for like 2 months for August and September. So I did well in August, and then September's just kind of been rough. And now it's the middle of October, and I'm really not doing well. And looking into treatment again. I did something really stupid the other day and kind of freaked everyone out, and they're all like, you need to get your crap together. So that either means actually trying to recover and prove to us that you can recover at home, or you're going back to treatment. And yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. But anyway, the whole point of everything I just said was that right now I really don't feel like recovering. Like, I don't feel like I'm sick enough. I don't think I need to, or whatever. At least part of me does. I mean, rationally, like, I know that I'm sick enough, whatever. But if and when I go to treatment, I want it to be the last time I go to treatment. Like, and obviously I can't predict the future and say I'm never going to go to treatment again, because what if I had to for some reason? But like last night I was crying, and I don't cry that often in front of my parents, but I was crying to my mom like, I already miss home. Like, I don't want to go because I really get so homesick. And like, I know myself, and from the past couple of years of experience, I know that I'm gonna go and I'm gonna feel like absolute crap, and I'm gonna call my parents crying, and I'm gonna want to come home and sign out AMA, and I can't see that not happening. But what I'm trying to say in this video is that if that happens, when that happens, I know that my parents and treatment team will be more firm with me and remind me that, you know, it hasn't worked before. You know, you've promised up and down that you can do this on your own and you can come home and stuff, and it doesn't work. And deep down, I know that. Like, I know that I need to stick it out. I know I need to go for the long haul. I need to actually finish a treatment program 100%. Like, be 100% compliant, doing everything, really kick those behaviors. Because yes, 3 years ago when I went to treatment, I was still having issues, social issues, anxiety issues, like panic attacks. I was running away and self-harming, but eating disorder wise, I was completely compliant with my meal plan for almost 2 months and was like 3 months purge free by the time I got home. And that really broke that cycle of my eating disorder behaviors. And I haven't had that since. Since I relapsed, I haven't been in treatment and been compliant long enough to really break those habits. So I just fall back into them. And at this point, like, I don't think I can pull myself out by myself. And I'm trying to be okay with admitting that, and asking for help and going and getting help. But I really need to make a commitment to myself and to the people that love me and care about me, and to all my friends that, like, I'm going to stick it out. I'm going to try really hard and get all the help I possibly can and not just throw in the towel and come home. Because, yeah, I can do stuff for a month or two, you know. All of August I was doing great. But it doesn't last if I don't really break that cycle. If I really don't get out of it, and if I really don't do the hard work. So yeah, this video is kind of just saying that it's going to be hard, and like I said, right now, I really am not feeling it at all, but I want to make this time count, because yes, I kind of, you know, was better for a month or two. But I feel like the last time I went to treatment a couple months ago was just a waste of time. You know, I messed around. I didn't really get what I could have out of it. And that makes me feel guilty. Like, even if my insurance is covering it, it's my parents not paying for it, like, still makes me feel like crap that I take resources. And some of that's a little bit of self-loathing, and a little bit of it's true, I think. I do feel a little guilty, you know, for spending so much time being sick. But I know the people that love me don't really see it that way. Like, my mom told me that the other day. But for me, I guess deep down I really am sick of being sick. So yeah, I think that's all I had to say. I'm kind of out of it. So this probably won't even make sense, but I just needed to talk. All right. Bye.